So there's three major problems with the criminalisation of drugs. First is that it's bringing people into the criminal justice system that really shouldn't be there. The second thing is it has driven a trade underground and created a criminal industry.
Like the mining industry, yeah.
And the third thing is that it has failed to stop the supply of drugs and it has failed to stop the demand of drugs.
So, Chevy, your number one issue that you think for Australia is that we need to make everybody pot-smoking hippies.
No, Jai. And as a Conservative, you know, you might be somewhat concerned about the wasted taxpayers' dollars that we are just throwing at this problem, all for nothing. It's really interesting that you've chosen an issue that's a little bit airy-fairy, that won't actually really deeply change anyone's lives in a big way. However, drug law reform is going to have a drastic effect on the lives of individuals.
Is it?
Yes, absolutely it will.
Are you going to focus just on marijuana or also other drugs like ice and heroin?
You're going to have to find out, Francis.
To make her case, Siobhan's taking us to Nimbin, the marijuana mecca of Australia. And today is no ordinary day. It seems that every two-bit peacenik on the planet has flocked here for Mardi Gras, an annual festival devoted to legalising cannabis. This is what happens when a whole town goes to pot.
I smoke.
You would be a criminal. How does that make you feel?
Nothing. I don't care.
You don't care? All right, fair enough. How do you feel about the war on drugs?
Oh, it's a total nonsense. I mean, the $1.5 billion spent a year on policing it would be much better spent on hospitals, schools and things that matter.
How many stoners go home and bash their wives compared to like alcoholics and shit?
This whole psychosis thing and affecting your mind, it's just, if you've got a predisposition to that, sure, but, you know, it doesn't do any of that shit.
Yeah.
Come on, babe. Full cavity. Pat me down. I pay my taxes. I'm entitled to get frisked occasionally.
Australia is one of the world's biggest dope-smoking countries. 1 in 3 Australian adults have used cannabis. Siobhan's obsession is not as potty as it sounds. Other countries around the world have already decriminalised cannabis, and so have some states and territories in Australia. But Siobhan's push for national drug reform still won't be easy in conservative Australia. And neither will Jai's call to turn our political system upside down. Because changing a law also means changing a culture, changing a mindset, and that's incredibly hard to do.